Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping to the next episode of the 100. This is season 3, episode 6, titled Bitter Harvest. Last time on the 100, we're moving along pretty quickly. This Pike guy, I like what we're doing with Bellamy. There's a lot of like interesting story avenues here. The biggest takeaway was the Raven thing, because Jaha basically he picked the perfect candidate to kind of rally everybody else. Now, we only saw the beginning stages of it, but I feel like with Raven, just because she's kind of been down in the dumps, her legs been kind of bumming her out for like over a season or whatever. I feel like it's a perfect time for her to kind of make that switch character-wise. And I'm only saying that because she kind of feels like she's run her course as kind of like the mechanic, the repair guy, or the repair girl, I should say. The repair person, sorry. Um, it just feels like they need to do something else with her. They tried to do a romantic thing with her and Wick last season, but that only lasted like a couple episodes, and then they kind of just dropped it. I haven't even seen Wick on the show since, so I'm guessing that's just donezo. It didn't matter. You know, the more I just think about these things that just didn't matter, the more I kind of want to go back and edit this entire series, because I feel like you can get a really cool couple of seasons out of this. I feel like this is, 7 seasons long? But with the rate we're going, we're like into season 3. This has been roughly, 20... at least 25 episodes so far. I feel like you can probably get a cool, maybe, I don't know, a solid season and a half out of this material so far, because here's my idea. And I feel like the more we go along, I'm kind of going to keep kind of throwing out my own editing or booking decisions. If you guys don't know, I'm also a pro wrestling fan, so I'm going to use wrestling terminology. So if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. It's all good. So how I would have booked this show: Season 1 was fine because it's an introductory to our characters, our situation, our problems, etc. It's a new world, sci-fi, etc. It's fine. You want to end with the being captured by the Mountain Men? Fine. But then Season 2 happens. And technically it's better than Season 1, technically. But overall, I feel like, what if you were to kind of take the story a different way? What if after the end of Season 1, we cut? Then maybe we immediately jump, I don't know, a couple of years ahead or whatever, and we kind of set ourselves back up in Season 3. We kind of like some hints of what happened at Season 2, but we kind of let that play out like through flashbacks. It kind of like acts as character motivation, etc., because it feels like the way the story's progressing, that they're trying to brush away or sweep Season 2 under the rug. I mean, they got rid of the Mountain Men. They basically got rid of almost all the villains and everybody that kind of were supposed to carry, or not really supposed to, but could have carried over into the season. I think Emerson's still out there, but I'm just like, he was hardly even a character anyways. So I'm just like, you could probably reintroduce him in Season 3, because Season 3 should be Season 2. That's just how I'm feeling. The more I watch this, the more I'm kind of like, I like that idea. Season 3 should have been Season 2, and then we have flashbacks to what actually happened in the mountain. It could kind of parallel what our characters are going through now. And so they don't have to, or they don't feel the need to repeat their mistakes. And we kind of like let that Season 2, whatever it was, be a mystery. And we kind of have that unfold throughout Season 3, which should be Season 2. It sounds confusing, but I'm just saying, it feels like Season 2, the story is fine. But I'm just saying, if overall picture, that's how I probably would have done it. And I know it's probably going to make some of you guys upset, but it is what it is. But I'm just saying, Season 2 tried to do something grand. And I was looking at the numbers, like the rating wise. I took notes. And what interested me about Season 2 is the ratings kept dipping. So there's a reason why Season 2 just kept dropping in viewership as the season went on, and then it just spiked up again once Season 3 rolled around. So it's like, I'm not alone in thinking that there's just something that wasn't clicking towards the end of Season 2. But I don't want to keep getting into it. I know a lot of you guys consider Season 2 to be the best or your favorite or something. I'm not trying to take that away from you. I'm just saying, for me personally, stuff wasn't clicking. But big picture wise, fine. The plot was fine. Characters, which is kind of like my problem with the show. Like, I'm watching this more for the plot than I am for the characters, because the characters are just kind of okay, but the story is interesting. The end results, how it ends, is what I'm interested in. The characters are kind of inconsequential, just because there's like maybe a couple of good ones. The most of them are just kind of like but we're just gonna see what happens here. Bitter Harvest, I don't know. It reminds me of the Mountain Men stuff, because they're like harvesting or whatever the hell, like reapers or whatever. But since that's not a thing anymore, I'm not sure. Bitter Harvest, I know Pike had a plan to like expand the territory for Arcadia. So I'm guessing maybe they're going to raid the villages or whatever. I don't know. Basically, what they're going to do is we're probably going to just steal a bunch of resources. We're probably going to be the bad guys, but framed through the scope and lens of the good guys. So I don't want to keep talking. Let's just hop in, have a good time. But I do want to remind you guys, Patreon, full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, early access. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, we're probably already done with Season 3. Maybe already started Season 4. So if that interests you, hop on over there, skip the wait, skip the line, all that good stuff. Can't support me over there. You can always support me right here on YouTube. All you got to do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and of course, share it with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. Everybody wins in the end. That being said, let's see what happens in this episode, and we'll talk about it afterwards. All right, guys, let's do it. Okay, got the Titanic imagery to start. Yeah, this totally isn't gonna lead to romance or anything.
Hey, it's okay. Commanders before me, they speak to me in my sleep. I saw their deaths. At the hands of an assassin.
Just a nightmare.
No, it's a warning.
It's gonna happen to you?
Listen to me. A ceasefire is not a betrayal.
Right. They're gonna be the bigger people and not continue with the war. That's what's going on, right?
That's it's not finished yet.
Thought you couldn't draw me in like a battle pose? You had to creep draw me while I'm sleeping?
Pardon me, Hedda. I didn't realize you were busy.
What is this? Oh, she feels like Titus might betray her or something, right?
This is a gift from King Rowan of Asgeda for one Hedda. Mayor.
Okay. Figured it'd be a person, but who is it? Oh, speak of the devil. See? Okay, so here's what I'm talking about, guys. The show just introduces characters anyways, and we're just supposed to expect to know who they are, but that would have been a neat reveal if Season 2 never happened, and then Clark is all of a sudden just reintroduced to a problem from her past, and then we can kind of like have a flashback to her relationship with Emerson, the Mountain Men, etc., etc. It just feels like that's what the story wants to do. I'm just saying.
Pike's detail is still at it. Soil and water samples. Crap. There's a grounder kid. Hang on.
Hello there! Don't be scared!
Shoot him. You ain't about that life. Kill him. Do it.
Venom! With me!
You have long-range weapons. Shoot the kid? What?
No! No!
Well, don't chase him, because he's probably leading you into a trap.
Double back towards the river.
Really? Acid sap? When was that a thing?
Pain's gone.
Your legs still doesn't work. I know.
Ah, so it's working. Okay, I want to see more of this storyline. She looks happier.
Jaha gave me the key to the City of Light, Abby. Not drugs.
So, am I all clear?
Apparently. But you're benched again if I find anything abnormal in those tests.
You won't.
And she's gonna be suspicious of Jaha. It's like, what are you doing? Where have you been? What is that thing you gave Raven? Wow, already. He's basically a preacher. Does he just have unlimited coins? And Jasper's here? That'd be kind of interesting, even though I don't really care about his character.
Welcome, Farm Station's own Monty Green and Factory Girl Zoe Monroe.
As we begin our next crucial phase, fertile, arable soil. Vastly more rich than anything we found since landing.
Is this where we're going?
That's right.
There's a village here. What about the people who live there?
We've already done this.
People there are not a threat.
We need that land. Every field must be cleared of stones before it's tilled.
But they lost their fighters when we took out the army. We don't expect resistance.
They're grounders.
The commander's message was clear.
Will you do what needs to be done for your people to survive or not?
See, if I was Pike in this situation, anybody who questions me at this point is off the team, you know? That's the only thing that's kind of gonna keep him held back. But I feel like he needs Bellamy.
You wanted to see me, Commander?
Yes. We need to discuss the fate of the last mountain man.
I believe he deserves death.
She can speak for herself.
I believe he deserves death too.
Titus is right.
See, it is human nature to need vengeance.
Okay, when you say it like that,
That is our way.
That was our way.
Lexa's an interesting character because when she takes a stand, she's like, I don't know, but then she's also kind of weird.
So blood must not have blood applies. Only when it is my people who bleed.
I'm sorry, but if you want my advice, I agree with Titus.
This is a little weird and muddled, but okay.
I'm not looking for advice. I'm looking for a decision. So what will it be then, Clark?
I decide to give him to...
You have till sundown to decide.
Just give him to Arcadia and have them deal with him. I'm sure Pike would love to beat the fuck out of him. Who are you working for? Where are they? Yeah, give him to Pike. But then again, Pike wouldn't accept anything from the Grounders, but maybe. She's crying, aw. It's weird seeing her be happy again. Jaha?
Feeling better?
Yes.
Better. I feel incredible.
So can she see the
Thank you, Ray.
She can.
Now that you're back on the engineering corps, and thanks to Allie, we'd like you to do a job for us.
Uh-oh, give us
I've been
information.
looking for something for a long time.
Plug me into
Searching
your
for it in
mainframe.
scavenge technology. I believe that version 2 of my code is somewhere in the computer system of the Ark.
Programmers and engineers generally don't go
Uh-oh.
to version 2 unless there is.
Raven,
Of course.
So she's not completely brainwashed.
It will likely be a dormant program. That or an unfinished one. If you can gain me access to the mainframe, I can search for and download any
Yo!
residual code.
This is totally like Battlestar Galactica. Only she doesn't really
Why
use
would you not tell me
sex
the
and her
truth
looks
about
to get
me?
what she wants.
John Murphy knew the truth, and we lost him, remember? Call it an abundance of caution, then. We are, after all, asking her to find an upgrade for a computer program that ended the world.
So you know about this, Jaha. I thought you were being kept in the dark, but I guess that wouldn't make sense. Why would you? So you're just bad then. Interesting.
show up.
Why'd you show up on the horse? They're probably just gonna take your horse.
Your guns killed our brothers and sisters.
I'm sorry for your loss.
But I'm here to warn you. You need to leave this place right now.
Are you threatening us?
Genesis Al.
How's it not with you? Don't leave.
Couldn't have said something before I got kicked in the face.
Chronic pain just doesn't go away overnight.
Oh my god, get over it.
Since it's within normal limits, I'd say it's not drug-induced. We've all been through so much that it's hard to recognize hope, even when it's right in front of us.
That juxtaposition of the shots.
I let this happen. I demanded an election. And now we have Chancellor Pike.
Mm-hmm.
With Clark gone, Bellamy's the key. I've been trying to reach him, but Pike's influence is strong. He really believes he's doing the right thing.
Because in his mind he is. I had a feeling this was going to be a thing. I know how I'd feel about it though.
Decided to leave.
As you say, we're no match for Skycrow.
What's this? Are they bad? What? What's this? What's going on?
What is this?
You think you know us? You know nothing, girl.
All set. Just gotta patch you in.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Why would the second AI be in space?
My creator thought she needed a more secure work environment. I was the reason.
She?
She's in.
Who's in?
Jasper, you don't have access to be down here.
If that's ever stopped me,
What do you want, Jasper?
came to apologize.
For what?
Might have stolen Finn's ashes, spread them at the dropship.
Okay.
I'm not pissed.
She didn't even know.
I'm not pissed.
What are you on? And how do I get some?
Interesting. Swallow this.
I just decided I'd suffered long enough. So have you, Jasper.
If Jasper is on board, I might actually like his character. It only took how many episodes to get him here? 6? Clark's not gonna kill him. You're gonna let him go, and there's gonna be problems.
I've heard what they call you now. Commander of Death.
I should have known it was you. You told them how to destroy the mountain.
You did. 381 people. 26 children. 2 of them were mine.
Your president gave us no choice.
I wish we would stop bringing up the Mount Weather stuff, because it's kind of annoying to think about. Because there were options.
If you want mercy, you're gonna have to ask me for it.
And this is when you spit in her face.
I don't want mercy. I want revenge.
You can never escape what you did. My pain ends today. Yours has just begun.
Titus.
I think it's time we made peace with each other, don't you?
Right.
Perhaps now you realize how difficult this new policy will be for our people to accept.
Wiping out my people for the crimes of a few is not justice.
You're a leader, Clark. Lexa listens to you. Help me to protect her. I fear it will get her killed.
Are you the assassin, Titus?
I can't help you.
Look at him.
And we're at an impasse.
Does it hurt?
Like it matters, Jasper. You've been hurting yourself ever since the beginning of the season.
What if you don't have physical pain? And what if it's more in your head?
Pain is pain.
Pain is pain. Your scars run deep, Jasper.
You only get scars once you've healed.
This scene would make sense if he did not just speak to Raven. Because it seemed like he was all on board. She's like, whoa, what do you want? Where do I get
On
it?
the other side.
And now he's like, what? What? Get the hell out of here.
You seem to be working miracles with these. What is it?
Take it and find out.
Once ingested, the filaments reconstitute in the brain stem and interrupt pain receptors.
I just want to make sure that there aren't any side effects. Would you have given it to Wells?
Wells?
Ah, shit. Yep, there you go.
Your son.
Yes. Yes.
Jasper, I need a minute, please.
Damn it.
I'm shutting you down.
Please, Abby. It's been so long since I've thought of my son.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you give this to anyone else.
I am only trying to help eliminate pain.
It's eliminating more than just pain.
I feel like this is going to get Abby killed. Allie's going to be like, we need to get rid of that problem. And I'd be down for it, because Abby's kind of annoying as fuck, so.
We cannot let her stop us.
Yep, here we go.
Don't worry, Thelonious.
We got him.
I'll keep an eye on her.
How? When? That was a neat reveal, but how did... What? He looks surprised. How did that happen?
I don't hear anything. Maybe no one's home.
You don't have lights or anything?
Maybe they saw our lights and left.
Flashlights? Anything? Scream! Octavia, damn it! They're not gonna die because Bellamy's here.
Stay away from this boat! Get back to the rover! Come on!
Monty's an idiot. I mean, you're all inhaling this. How poison is it?
How the hell did they know?
Your sister did this.
How the hell did she know?
We have traitors in our camp.
Also, Hichara went up. So I'm gonna go for now. Heshna up. Hefna went up. Vengeance is yours.
This feels like that scene in Batman Begins where I don't feel like Clark's gonna do it. I feel like she's gonna set him free or something. But Clark was for this though, so I don't know. Yeah, well, you're right.
I don't know if your death would bring me peace. I just know I don't deserve it.
What the hell is this?
I run Disha FM Son Roundup. Juice no drain, juice
What's up? Emo Kripkon, come now.
How does Emerson know what she said? I doubt he knows the language.
Violence does not always answer violence. Our children can flourish without the shadow of death. This prisoner is banished from my lands, but he will live with the ghosts of those he has lost, haunted until the end of his days by the knowledge that he is the last of his kind.
May you live forever.
Now this is when you scream.
You wanted to see me, sir?
We need to talk about your sister. 2 of our people died today because of her. The ash poisoned the soil, making the land useless.
The grounders did. Octavia tried to warn us.
Yes, after she warned them.
I was about to say, are we gonna have consequences because of that poison gas? So now no one gets to live there?
I need to know who.
We both know.
Okay.
This is why you're supposed to... You don't need proof! You're the chancellor, goddammit! Just lock him up!
Please. Listen to me, okay? I don't know anything more about Clark, alright?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about this.
Interesting. I love how we're bringing all this together. This is so cool.
I remain certain that Becca went into space.
Becca?
It appears that she wasn't on any of the 12 stations that made up the Ark.
13.
What?
13.
But there were supposed to be 13.
Tell me more.
All I know is that it happened. That it was called Polaris.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, for sure. Alright. So, okay, guys. That was 100 Season 3, Episode 6, titled Bitter Harvest. Good episode. There's a couple of wrinkles along the way, but, we're just going to gloss over that because I doubt it's going to affect the story at large. But we figured out a lot of stuff here. And that's what I'm kind of intrigued about because, like I said earlier, I feel like the show is more for the story, more for the plot than it is the characters because the characters are just kind of eh. So, what I liked about the episode, I like how we're figuring things out in regards to how is information getting to Octavia and how is Octavia able to warn the people. Obviously, Bellamy and Pike, they collectively figure out it's Kane, but they say they have no proof. Who cares? I mean, as Chancellor, you can just probably arrest anybody for anything. There's no established law. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I don't understand why they can't just arrest Kane or at least detain him for questioning until this all sorts out. As soon as, if you detain him for 48 hours or something, have him be there with the grounders he wants to take care of medically. If you wanted to do that, that's probably a way you could have had the story take place, because if you set him away for a while and you do your missions and realize nothing's getting out, then you realize it's Kane. You know what I'm saying? So there's things you can do to kind of actively try to get ahead of this. Even though I do like Octavia and I like how she warned the people, but then the grounders were just kind of no, you're Sky Crew, we're not going to believe you. And they wanted to lay a trap. And they used that sap, which I believe is going to come back. They introduced that for a reason. I don't believe it's going to be a 1-episode thing. It's just because I didn't realize that was a thing at all. But I feel like that sap is going to come back into play they're probably going to smoke out somebody. Either the place at, God, what was the place Lex is at right now? The Capitol. They might use that against the Capitol, or someone might use that against somebody. They set that up, so I'm waiting for that to come back into play. Good shit right there. The ending bit where we realize the 13th station is on Earth, Polaris, and that it's Titus and that segment, that group of section of people, they were the 13th station. That's crazy to think about. Because I always kept wondering, it's like, where do these people come from? Why do they look not like savages, you know what I mean? They look kind of like, you know, kept up a little bit. They have haircuts, they have like beards. So I was like, it was kind of weird to see kind of not wild animalish looking like grounders. But now it makes sense because they were used to, you know, living with a community up in space, up in, you know, grand old space on the Ark, until they were banished or shot down in this case. And they were basically fending for themselves. So that opens up a whole new chapter of stories that we could totally, you know, explore. And I think that kind of confirms that Titus is the assassin, because it feels like he's been there for so long. And I feel like there was a line that Lexus said that Titus was here before her, and that he served several commanders before her. So I feel like he's the assassin. He's kind of like the brains of this operation or whatever. I just don't know how it all kind of fits in, because he's now asking Murphy about the symbol, and that's going to tie back into the Jaha stuff and the Alley stuff. It's going to be really cool when this all kind of comes together. I really like what we're doing with Raven. Jasper's kind of on board that we need to do something with him, because we really don't do anything with him other than him just being that annoying drunk asshole in the corner. What else is happening? Monroe's dead now. I didn't really feel anything for it. It was just kind of like, what's going to happen with Monty now? Is he just going to be sick? Because that was just a dumb move. It's poison. She's done. Why did you run back in? I get you want to just prove to your mom that you're not just going to leave people behind, but it was a dumb move. And if he is like gets sick and he dies because of it, I won't feel sympathetic. That's just me though. God, what else happened? The Clark stuff is interesting. Emerson, that stuff is interesting as well. It's just, I'm just going to reiterate. I know this is probably going to irritate you guys, but the more this story's kind of like unfolds, the more I realize season 3 should have been season 2. I won't get into it more than that, because I know you guys are probably like, oh my god, be quiet already. But if you feel that way, just click away. Watch something else. But I'm just telling you, I'm not going to be the guy that just watches and accepts things. If something bothers me, I'm going to point it out. Because, I like to watch things critically. And I know you guys said watch things so seriously or whatever, but this isn't a comedy. It's a sci-fi. It's a drama. I want to be invested. And if you want me to like point and laugh like, tee-hee-hee, bad acting, tee-hee-hee, look at that set design, I can totally do that. But I'm just saying, I get lost in the story. I want to get sucked in and pulled right in, but it sucks that, when I do get pulled in and I do question some things and people get irritated by that, and it's like, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. It's just a big thing. But that being said, great episode nonetheless. Can't wait to see what happens next, and I think I'm just going to end it there. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed my review, enjoyed my reaction, you guys want to see this episode with me in its entirety, the options available to you right now over on Patreon. Links are in the description down below, or pinned in the top comment. If you can't support me on Patreon, you can always support me right here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next, subscribe if you haven't already, it's free, and of course share with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. Everybody wins in the end. That being said, I'll catch you guys next time in the next episode of the 100, Season 3, Episode 7, one step closer to that finale. Until then, adios, guys.
And if you liked what you saw, tell your friends, tell your family, tweet about it, and if you didn't like it, shut the fuck up.